Hey guys, welcome back. So, I'm going to do at least uh, one more thumbnail of the cover for the lighting, and I think that's going to be the down view, the down shot. So yeah, down shot. I've got my reference. No, I lied. It is not a down shot. It is coming straight from the left-hand side. Sorry, so I'm not doing this one. So this is what I'm looking at. Tiger, home. So yeah, this is what we're going for here, not this. So correcting myself. So I'm going to sharpen my pencil here. This is going to be, like this is going to be a challenge because it's really coming from here, like almost straight on, but at a slight tilt. So what is this? Split offside. There we go. So yeah. So let me see. All right. This is not. Sorry, I'm taking my time here. I've got a video playing in the background, of course. This is not. Yeah, this one sucks. Move from playlist. Do this. Okay. All right, so let's do this. All right, so we're going to, I need to readjust the lighting here. There we go. Female, boom. Okay, so let's try this. We've got the eyes here. We've got the nose here. Got the lips here. That's gonna be here. And then here. And this is gonna be, this is mostly all gonna be covered in shadow here. And then you got the neck, this will be covered here. This is going to be covered here. And then this is going to be covered here. I can't, kind of talking to myself. I don't really know what to say right at the moment because there's not really much to say about what I'm doing. I'm pretty sure that I've pretty much expressed everything in my previous conversations when it comes to doing this this process. Don't really think there's much much else I can say that would be beneficial. I will say one thing that I have been doing recently is I have not been on social media as much. And I'm going through one of my phases again where I'm not going to be able to listen to this. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna do that. Whatever. So, yeah, I'm going through another phase again where I literally am. I keep getting distracted. Sorry. But I went through crap where I did like a started unfollowing a bunch of people on Instagram again. Like I go through those phases where I will go through my account and literally start unfollowing a bunch of the people that I follow. A lot of it's artists, and it's not because I don't like their work. Like some of their work I genuinely do love, but in order to make sure that I am not what am I doing here? Sorry. But in order to protect my mental health and self-judgment or self-comparison, so to prevent comparing myself to other artists and then getting down on myself, which in turn actually prevents me, like I get down on myself and then I don't want to work on my artwork anymore. So and then I get stuck in a rut to where I'm not doing any art for like a week or more. And then I come back and I feel even worse because I took this time off where I could have just got stuff done and I didn't get anything done, and that makes me feel even worse. So it's just like a continuing cycle. So instead of doing that, I've just decided to, you know what, I'm going to start making the conscious decision to genuinely stop following certain creators. And honestly, it wasn't like there wasn't any ones that was like, oh, this one in particular. Like it's like if they came up on my feed and I was like, you know what, I'm just not gonna follow this person, and that's pretty much what I did. So that way I wouldn't see as many artists popping up on my feed. And it even went as far as like even now, like I won't even, very rarely will I go onto the I guess it would be Instagram's version of like the For You page, I guess, or the discovery page, whatever the hell they call it. So that way, I'm not being bombarded by other artists, pictures and photos and stuff like that. And like I said, it's just for my mental health, honestly. So I'm not self-judging myself. I'm not self-comparing and judging based off of someone else's art. So yeah. Oh, excuse me. And because of that, it has allowed me to get as much work done as I've been able to get done in the short time that I'm doing stuff. Because I'm pretty sure if I wasn't constantly checking myself with self-comparison and scrolling on the internet and stuff like that, I would have time sunk a lot of my time into comparing myself to others on the internet, not getting anything done, stuff like that. So I've been definitely more conscious of what I'm consuming and how much I'm consuming. Even YouTube, outside of a few creators, and I think I mentioned this in a previous video, outside of a few creators, I honestly don't, in certain playlists that I have, and honestly, to tell you the truth, most of it's gameplay, because I can just put it in the background, and not pay attention and get stuff done. Or I have Natalie Love. I've got a playlist of a lot of the videos that I like from her, along with Miranda Evans, and who else? Bose versus the World. So they have got a playlist of all three creators, different videos of them, and one playlist where I can just literally put it on the TV and listen to it in the background, and not really focus too much on it or be distracted too much by it, because it's videos I've already seen multiple times, but it has, for me, it's something in the background that it's not just complete silence, and complete silence that shit throws me off. I can't do that. So and it's not anything informative to say something I want to learn, like an art video or art lessons, because that I tried doing that the other day. It didn't work. I just tried doing that now because I was trying to watch a video on creature design, and my brain was nah, homie. I'm listening to this and I feel like I need to focus on what they're trying to say, and it's preventing me from being able to focus on what I'm doing. So that means that is not an option, something to listen to while I am trying to work on this. So so that's out the question. Then here, I'm trying to think what else. There's maybe a little slipper here. Not really too much light going on from this side, just because there it's coming in from. Let me see. Like, and you can see this is going to be covered here. This is going to be covered. And then here. Maybe down here. And hopefully with these two comparisons, you can clearly see, hopefully, how the lighting, where the light is affecting the shadows. Because technically both of these are coming in from the left-hand side, but one is coming from like a sideways angle, almost kind of straight on a sideways angle, while one is tilted up and coming down from the left versus just one coming in straight from the left. So, I mean, it's not straight on from the left, but you know what I mean. It's straight on enough to give a different feel than the previous one, right? Like even like the neck area, this is covered here. More of the head is in shadow. Even the lighting on this particular character is different. Like you may not see the shadow underneath the cheekbone here. This side is all covered, while this one not so much because the light would hit that. Even these figures are a little bit different as far as how the lighting is hitting those forms. So, you know, there's that. Got one more figure here, so I'm going to draw the eyes in. Now it looks like a guy with a mustache, but honestly that's about to be shaded in anyway. And then this part here, but I'll be able to help define with the chest area, that curvature, and then here, and then the shoulder is slightly covered up here, is actually covered in shadow here. We've got the curvature. I think I keep hitting this, sorry guys. And then the curvature of the abdominal area here. Still looks like a mustache here, but whatever. I think that's it. So yeah, that's it for that. Let me see, did she respond to me? No, she didn't. Oops, nope, I don't want to do that. Am I even still following him? I am still following him. I'm gonna unfollow. Like, yeah, there's a lot of people that I'm unfollowing for to make sure that I am not getting too caught up in certain stuff. I've also for me anyway, like constantly viewing like Instagram and stuff like that, specifically Instagram, because that was like my quote unquote like poison of choice. and it was literally affecting my creativity. So, I think that was my train of thought when I said. I don't think so. Whatever. Go back. It's not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted. Dang it. Sorry, I'm all literally going through my Instagram and unfollowing people as we speak as well, because I'm waiting on a friend to message me since I'm recording off my phone. So, unfollow this person as well. I don't know why I was following this person. Whatever. Unfollow. But yeah, limiting my consumption of social media has been beneficial because of how much I've been able to get done. And I am all for that. Is it that he's got, that's what it is. Okay. Sorry, bud. So now that this one's done pretty much, except for this would be half covered. Sorry, no, there was like a large gap of me just not saying anything or drawing anything. So, boom. So there's that. So, these are the 6 that I have, right? I'm gonna back this up here. And I'm going to also, oopsies. I'll also take a picture of this with my camera since I can do that. So, this is the 5 thumbnails that I have for my cover. Now, once again, I've mentioned this will be, of course, a lot easier to do in the traditional sense, but I like having everything here. Just because it's the physical aspect of it, right? I mean, technically, if I wanted to, I can even cut these out, put them in my book, or where is my? So I'm not sure if I've showed this in other videos. I probably have, but for the most part, when it comes to this particular comic, so I like to try to keep everything in one place. I keep a Trapper Keeper, and this has a bunch of stuff pertaining to my comic. Let me get, what is this? Instead of twos, I have baskets. Okay, I know what that is. Okay, but like this is like for some of the characters, getting to know them, more information, more details on characters. This was an assignment that I kind of did. I've got old thumbnails for this was actually for issue 3 before I redid it, and I had notes on the back of it. And like I had notes on what was like going on every panel, just so I wouldn't forget. Revisions or different layouts, like specifically, I'll take this out. I don't think I need to take it out, but like an example would be like you have page 2 to A, layout A, and then layout B. And then I would pick which one I preferred. And then like 3A, 4A, because some of these didn't have revisions, but I would always mark it just in case if I didn't like it afterwards, I could go back and still mark it. Because like even like you've got 5A and then 5B, 6A and then 7A and then 7B, trying to figure out which one I preferred more. And then 8, 9A, because this was a double spread, and then 10A, 10B, and then this was 2C. So I ended up looking at all of this again and then going back to C, or going back to 2, and then doing a combination of these two into a new version of it. So, and then I made notes back here, of course. These are all thumbnails with notes on the back side of it. And I like doing stuff traditionally because, I mean, this is stuff that I can, and I mean, you can do it digitally too, but, I mean, if I ever decided to do either, hi baby, either like a few pages in my comic, or even if I decide to do like an art of book or whatever the case may be, like this is stuff that I can include that you would most likely probably never see otherwise, because this was from when my first attempt at Lynk. So first attempt, this would be the third issue. So I'm doing my second attempt right now. Like I've got old character designs in here, body types. I'm trying to think what else I have in here. Armor ideas, which I actually might revisit some of those. So costumes, architecture, like studies and ideas, writing stuff down. This is not the original. This is not the first copy of the comic or the writing. This I think is, I forgot what revision this was. Because the first writing of that was actually done in a composition book. But I've got some other stuff in here pertaining to other stuff. But like, this is all dealing with like the comic. This is like relating to like major bullet points that I wanted to make sure I hit, information on characters, just all types of planning stuff. So I keep all this stuff in here, keep it all together because it's beneficial for me to do so. So all of that, this is another revision No, this is a completely different comic. Is this a different comic? Yeah, this is a completely different comic. I'll keep that in here because that's something I possibly do want to do later on down the road. Call it The Last Job. But stuff like this I try to keep with a baby. Oh, the tiger baby. I try to keep everything together so that way I can quickly reference everything that I have. And I will even do that with this stuff. The only thing that, of course, would not go in there at the moment would be the stuff that's done digitally, because it's done digitally. So of course that wouldn't go into my binder, but I will show you on Procreate. I have a folder that is specifically for Lynk. This has all the stuff that I have done on the tablet that I try to keep in one area, summaries of like the characters, design notes here, mind maps, art direction ideas, trying to figure out how certain things might work, notes, possible layouts for towns and or villages, thumbnails, of course. All that stuff is kept within one folder, so that way it's easy for me to be able to access and review. Hi, tiger baby. I don't have anything for you, honey. I don't have any treats. I don't have any food for you. I gave you Levins. I don't know what else. I don't know what else you're wanting, baby. I know you want some. Do you want some attention? Is that what you want? So, now that I have these 5 done, what we are going to do is we're going to rate them again and kind of see what I might be going for. So let me pull out my colored pencils. Okay, tiger. Home. 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 So where do my colored pencils? Oh, here they go. So we'll do a different color. I think I did blue last time, so we'll do purple. Let's go around just so I can differentiate. So, let's see. I'm not quite sure, honestly. Damn. These 3 are like the top. 1, 2, 3 are like the top 3. Damn. I'm not quite sure, honestly, to tell you the truth. We'll do this. I'll do 1 here. That's still my go-to. I'm gonna do 2 here. 3 here. 4 here. And then 5 here. Which is funny because that changed, right? Because this one was technically 3 before, and this was 4, which means this one would have been the last one, but now this one is the last one. For whatever reason, I'm feeling this one more than I'm feeling this one. But I genuinely like these 3. I mean, what I could do if I wanted to at this point would be to draw this image bigger, thumbnail it out to where it is more detailed. It doesn't have to be like fully detailed. Putting the armor or the outfits on these characters and then rendering it, doing a slight render from there to see which one I would like. And I'm thinking about it. And that seems like a lot of freaking work. It does. It really does. But what I might, because this is the cover, like it's not just, like it's the cover of the comic. It's so funny. I genuinely thought I was going to get this cover done one day. I was going to be like, yeah, I'm going to sketch it out, do some lighting studies, and then immediately start drawing out the cover. Oh. So much for that plan, right? So, trying to think. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. So what I'm going to end up doing, I'm going to take a nap because right now my brain is dead. I'm going to take a nap, come back. We're going to draw out a larger image of this cover and do some details. And then do like we did with these, get the light box out, trace it, and then go from there. So, all right, that's the game plan.